Hello, everyone. It is Dr. Nicole. I am here just to quickly jump in and talk to you today. I have someone coming to uh, go over my closet. So I just wanted to get on here. And I was thinking last night, I said, or I should say this morning, I thought this would be very helpful just to share with other people. The same types of interventions that I work with clients, I teach my students, I use for myself. The grounding techniques, the breathing techniques, the things that help me keep my mind right, I use for myself. So I told you all that my closet failed. So I think about a couple of weeks ago, came home from church, and in my walk-in closet, my whole rail just completely collapsed. I mean, everything was all over the place. And I hired someone, as I mentioned before, a friend of mine who is coming in and doing some organizing for me. And so she came over and we started the process. We just got through only my shoes, my hats, and my scarves. I didn't realize I had that many things in there. So we, went through things. We threw away things. We donated some things, and what was it? Threw away, sale, and no, donate, and we kept some items. And so in my room right now, we did as best as we could. We stacked things up along the sides of the wall, like my shoe boxes. I had containers for my hats and other items or whatever. So we stacked them neatly around my room, right? But I got to tell you, walking in there, it was so crowded. And I didn't realize how much it was affecting me. And I had recently come back from a trip, right? And so I had unpacked all my items. So I had clothes on the couches in my bedroom because I couldn't hang them up. Because why? My closet has collapsed. And I'm still getting quotes for people coming out and helping me with that. And so I didn't realize how much of an impact it was having on my mental health and my husband as well. Whereas last night when I came home, got home, and I was down in my guest bedroom, he was down there playing on his game, and we got to talking. He was like, "I've been avoiding going up there to that bedroom because it's just too much." And I just felt like I could feel just the overwhelming feeling, like tightness in my chest. I'm just like, "Oh my God!" I just felt like it was too much everywhere. We had been washing clothes, and any of you who know about washing clothes, it just seems like when you're a parent, oh my gosh, it's never ending. It's always clothes all the time. And so up in my loft, I had comforters that had been washed, folded up, but just sitting there all on the couches in up there. So when you're walking up the stairs, you see comforters all lined up, all on the couch and just different things. And then I walked into my bedroom and I have, boxes because I'm trying to keep it as organized as I can. And then I have still all the Christmas things up. And I just said, I can't. So last night, I literally had to take my breaths. I was breathing in through my nose, exhaling out through my mouth. I was doing my grounding techniques to help calm me down. And I just started to purge. I just started to get rid of stuff. And I said, because I cannot have everything all over. I have to get something organized. If I can't get my bedroom because I'm still waiting to have the closet done, so I can't, there's really a limit of what I can do. But I said, until then, I got to get something organized, something within my control. What can I do? So I just started to clean up some stuff. I came down in my kitchen. I took down all the stuff in my living room as far as my Christmas items. I got that all packed up. I took all the ornaments and all the things off the Christmas tree, packed them up all nice and neat. So in my living room, I got all the Christmas stuff down. I took off some of my tinsels that, I have decorations on my cabinets in the kitchen because as you can tell, all the stuff like this, how I love Christmas, and the things hanging down for those of you who are listening on the podcast show. So I completely just cleaned up my living room. I took off all of my Christmas stuff on my kitchen table. I have the little, I don't know if I can show you, but on all of my chairs, I actually put little covers over them. So they look like Christmas presents. Took all of that down, packed up all my Santa Clauses, put them all in a container. And I said, okay, I felt like I could breathe a little bit better, but I wasn't done. I went upstairs to my loft and organized, got all of those comforters out of there, stacked them up. I ordered some bags. Those bags that I think they're called the syllable bags. So I'm waiting for them to come because I ordered them last night from Amazon. They should be here today, it said. So I ordered a lot of those bags so that when they come, I can just suck up the vacuum or whatever and compress and make those bags smaller so that they can fit better in my laundry and my linen area. But I got the loft all cleaned up. So I was like, okay, I feel a lot better. I was able to breathe a little bit more. Went into my bedroom, went through all of my drawers and just started getting rid of stuff. T-shirts that I haven't worn in a couple of years. I said, Nicole, you're not wearing that. I got rid of that. So I went through like 3 drawers, got rid of a whole lot of things, then went through another 3 drawers, reorganized. I mean, when I was done, I had 2 big old bags, right, of things that I'm going to donate. And I got to tell you, when I did all that, I was able to breathe even more. And I felt so much freer, so much lighter. And I looked around the room and I was like, okay, I was able to relax. Now, by this time, it's 12 o'clock. My husband's already curled up in bed. He is knocked out by this time. But I felt so much better. I felt like my mind was clearer and could breathe. I didn't have that funk. And that's the part that is so important. It's not that we go through things, because guess what? We're going to always go through things. You just need to have the tools that are necessary to help you when you're going through something, so that you can overcome it, so that you can push forward, so that you're not stuck and trapped in that negative state of mind. And so when I was thinking last night, I said, okay, as I'm going to bed, before I even went to bed, I picked this shirt out. I said, because guess what? Today's going to be a good day. And that was for tomorrow, which is today. So you can see my shirt. Today is going to be a good day. It's claiming the day. It's stating how you want it to be. It's being affirmative and not staying stuck in a negative state of when you're in a funk. And so that's how I was feeling yesterday. I just felt, and it crept up on me. Some of you may be going through some depression or going through, some anxiety and not even realizing it, or recognizing the signs and symptoms. I'm very fortunate and blessed because of my field and my practice that I know the signs to pay attention to. And then I have the tools that are necessary to help me get through it when I do feel those ways, right? Because I recognize, for me, as I talked about before, I can't have clutter and everything all over the place. It just scrambles my brain. It makes me feel uncentered. I feel unfocused. I can't function. I am not at my pristine top ability when I have clutter and things all over the place. So knowing what your triggers are is very important, right? I wasn't paying attention though, that because I had the things, I had them stacked up neatly, right, in my room as I thought, but it was still too much in my space. In my home environment is the place where I find respite. It's my peace, is where I recharge at. And so having my bedroom where I like to relax at, cluttered up with just, these boxes and items, just was a little bit too much for me. And so I had to pause, take my breaths. I was saying my prayers, like, Lord, help me to calm down, and this is going to get better and I'm going to be all right. And that was very helpful. Taking my breaths, grounding myself, holding onto my chair, feeling the smoothness of the chair, feeling what it feels like underneath me, but taking that moment so that I can get myself focused and attack the thing that needs to be attacked, which was all of this clutter that was starting to build up. Because anyone knows, when you have Christmas and holiday times, it can get very overwhelming. You can have a lot of things going on, people coming in and out of your house, right? And it's just not the norm, especially when the kids are home because they're out of school, right? So it's not the same way that it has always been. And so it's just recognizing, if I can give you just to summarize what I've said, is to get your mind right. First of all, you have to recognize what are those triggers that impact you, that cause you to feel a little bit more depressed, a little more overwhelmed, a little more anxious, a little angry. Find out what those triggers are, right? So that when you get triggered, you can then have things to do to address it. So those are just some quick tips that I wanted to go over. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful, fantabulous day. I got to run now because that's my door, because Closet World is here to take a look at my closet. And so remember, you are so very important, moms. Mental wellness is so very important. Things are going to get greater later. And today, let's just say, is going to be a good day. You can catch me on my YouTube Live. Subscribe if you haven't, Dr. Nicole Arcady. You can subscribe to my IG, Dr. Nicole Arcady. Why is it so very important for me to talk about and you to know about mental wellness? Well, that's just simple, because you matter too. Ta-ta for now, everyone. This is Dr. Nicole L. Arcady, your mental wellness expert. Remember, today is going to be a good day.